The city of St. Louis has job openings, lots of them. The question pretty much everyone involved has been dealing with is how to fill them. Job fairs like this one held recently in the Carondelet Park area of South City by the Board of Aldermen are part of the answer, according to some. The belief is that the city has not done enough to reach out to job seekers. In other words, you can't fill jobs if people don't know that they're open.
It does not surprise me how many positions are open, but I think it was, if that speaks to people not knowing, then that would be a clear sign.
But there are some on the Board of Aldermen who believe there is another obstacle to getting the necessary candidates to fill all those positions: marijuana. A positive test for pot will eliminate a job candidate for the city, but at the same time, the drug is just over 2 months from becoming legal for medical purposes in Missouri and for legitimate sale to anyone who wants to buy it just across the river in Illinois. St. Louis's circuit attorney does not prosecute for user amounts in possession of marijuana. For those reasons, a group of aldermen, including Brandon Bosley, who spoke about the issue in a recent meeting, are starting to advocate for a change in city hiring policy where a positive marijuana test would no longer be a deal breaker. Bosley is not alone on the issue, as we discovered at that job fair.
I think if it's a barrier that we would have, that is legal in some places, medically is legal, why would we put that initially on there and then that would cross people out and stop people from being able to apply? I don't think that's, if you use the word smart, I don't think that's smart.
But such a move will certainly face resistance. Start with the people doing the hiring. Charles Price works for SLATE, the St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment. He believes that while marijuana use is a barrier for some, those same people need to take a look in the mirror when it comes to what they really want or even need.
A lot of people disqualified because they get high. The standard is, do you want to work, not if you want to get high. So if I want to work, I want to do the things I need to do to work. And then when I got to get high, then I want to get high on my downtime or when I need medical help. But I don't want to have an individual come to work and say, well, I get high and I think it's about time y'all change the rule because everybody's doing it. I don't think for me, that's not the right way.
Other members of the Board of Aldermen say they're willing to have a conversation, but at the same time, they will require more than a little convincing to make a move that just a decade ago would have been unthinkable.
At this moment, I would say, let's look at it, but we also have to be very cautious too. That is not something that just because a law says it's okay for you to do something in your private life, you must follow the rules of your employment.
Davis says the issue is more about connecting with people who want to work than worrying about what they intend to do in their spare time.
We all have more work to do. Many of our residents do not have internet. Many of them are not comfortable online filling out an application. So we must explore opportunities for them to find out the information in many different ways.
George Sells, MetroSTL.com.